Welcome back to PRI, Prep Recruiting Insider here at NOLA Motorsports Park in Avondale. I'm your host for PRI, Rick Gailey, along with the Prep Recruiting Insider, Mr. Renee Nato, and we're joined by two John Ehret Patriot players. To your right, Michael Divinity, a linebacker for John Ehret, and to your left, a defensive lineman, Robert Green. Thank you, gentlemen, for being here on Prep Recruiting Insider.
You're welcome.
Michael, I'm going to start with you. You had a big announcement a couple of days ago, a life-altering decision. You decided to go to
LSU.
Now, why LSU, and what other schools were you considering before calling the Tigers?
I was considering Texas A&M, Florida State, and Oregon. But I decided to go to LSU because it's close to home, and my mother and father and them could come see me play. And I have a wonderful relationship with Coach Frank, Coach Ogeron, Coach Steele, and Coach Miles. And then, you know, talking to Leonard Fournette, Darryl Williams, who's a former player from John Ehret, and just hearing what he had to say about educational, how the coaches treat him outside of football, and I heard a lot of great things.
Robert, you much like Michael, y'all take your grades very, very serious, and that's very important to you. You're looking at some options right now, some service academies and things. What are some of the schools right now you considering?
Mainly right now it's Sawmill, West Point, and Colorado.
Okay, and what's going to be the telltale sign that will tip you off that this is the school for me?
Mainly the education, however the education is, wherever I can really pay for medical school and get the most benefits after I graduate.
Okay.
It's very good. And Michael, as a linebacker, talk about some of the skills that you have that make you an excellent linebacker, and will you play inside or outside at LSU?
I'll be playing outside at LSU, and my skill set is I don't know how to explain. I just know that I'm a great speed rusher. I could cover wide out slots, running backs, and, you know, I'm very versatile. I could go from sideline to sideline.
Well, that is a skill set. That's you know exactly that, and in today's game, that is really important because even inside linebackers have got to go outside. Outside people got to come inside. Versatility is critical. And Robert, you have that same kind of versatility. We were talking before. You play some defensive end. You'll play all the way inside at nose guard. So you've got to be versatile in the way you play because the game looks a lot different inside from outside, doesn't it?
Yes.
Tell me about what some of the challenges that you have in playing both outside and inside.
Well, playing in is really like more of a easier going against one person, but playing nose is really going against most of the time 3 people.
And you have to use your intelligence there as well because it just can't be strength and quickness. You've got to read keys. You've got to be able to sometimes predict what's going to happen by some clues you get from the opposition, don't you?
Yes, at nose you would have to really be more physical than really playing in.
Robert, you were the district MVP in 2013. You've had a lot of success, 4-year starter. You kind of alluded to it a little bit with college. What would you like to do and take that education and do after college?
After college, I want to be a neurologist, and that involves me really going through 12 years of college. So I have to get my PhD in that, and wherever I can really be successful with doing that, I'll go.
Michael, you know, you think back on some of the linebackers that Ehret has produced, Mike Phillips, Thaddeus Washington, and Lamine Barrow, most recently. You were in that class, and some people think you could be the best of that entire group. You talked about your running. You run a 4x1, 4x200. When I mention about the group of linebackers that have set the bar, that has to make you feel really good.
Yeah, it really does. You know, to come behind them guys, great guys. You know, wonderful players like Lamine Barrow, and I'm just happy, you know, to be a part of the John Ehret team, and, you know, get coached by Corey Lambert and the rest of the staff.
And we talked with Robert about what his career path has in front of him. You certainly, if you're going to LSU, NFL is certainly going to be part of the picture.
Yes.
You hope so. I mean, that's why you're going to a school like that. They've had a great record of success, but that doesn't last a whole lifetime. It ends really fast. Sort of like high school. This is all going by too fast, hasn't it, guys?
Yes, it really has.
You know, tell me what else what you're going to study when you're at LSU, and when you really grow up, what you're going to be.
I'm going to study mechanical engineering. after, hopefully, you know, I make it to the NFL. If I don't, I, you know, want to start my own business. Because, you know, after football, you know, you have to have a life after that. You have to have, you know, income coming in. You got to have, you know, take care of your family. So, you know, I want to start my own business and build that and, you know, hopefully retire.
Very good. And that's an interesting combination of schools you're looking at, Robert, with West Point and Colorado. What about West Point really interests you?
The discipline, basically, and with the academics, how they don't accept any C's and they want us to worry about our education more than just something, you know, short-term like football.
That's right, because we don't need people defending our country who aren't the best, do we?
Yes.
Last 30 seconds, Michael, you committed to LSU. Any more trips?
I'm going to take officials to Colorado.
And Robert, you have trips coming up.
I'm going to Colorado and Omea West Point.
Okay.
So that's Michael Divinity and Robert Green, two terrific John Ehret Patriots. They really set the bar high for what's expected for Coach Corey Lambert and their teammates. Thank you, gentlemen, for being here today. When we come back after this timeout, we've got two more great Patriots here on PRI, NOLA Motorsports Park in Avondale. We'll be right back.